Thousands of miles away from the shore, floating in the middle of the ocean, lies a sleepless city of metal and machines. Massive oil rigs that operate 24/7. These offshore giants are responsible for producing the oil and gas that power the modern world. Day and night, workers carry out their duties in silence, helping to meet the ever-growing global demand for energy. Billions of barrels of oil and gas are extracted from these platforms every year. But have you ever wondered what life is really like for the people working in these remote rigs, far from land, spending weeks or even months at sea? How do they manage their daily routines while living under the constant risk of deadly explosions? Well, let's take a closer look at the dangerous daily routine of oil rig workers and find out what it truly means to live and work in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Life on an oil rig is far from easy. It's not luxurious, and definitely not for the faint of heart. These massive structures float miles away from shore, operating non-stop, 24/7 to supply the world with oil and gas. And the workers? They face danger every single day. Before stepping onto the rig, every crew member gears up: safety goggles, helmets, flame-resistant suits, and steel toe boots. Once on board, the routine is strict. They work 8 to 12-hour shifts, sometimes during the day, sometimes overnight. There's no weekend. The work never stops. But there's a trade-off. After 2 intense weeks on the rig, workers usually get 3 weeks off. And while they're offshore, everything's provided: food, laundry, clean rooms, even entertainment. Most rigs have gyms, internet access, movie rooms, and game areas. There are strict safety rules too. Even smoking is only allowed in designated areas with special lighters. One wrong move could lead to disaster. It's a tough life, but for many, it's worth it. Steady pay, long breaks, and a unique sense of teamwork in one of the most extreme workplaces on Earth. But the truth is, life on an oil rig is anything but relaxed. Every moment is intense, and workers operate under constant pressure. That's why safety is the #1 priority. Crew members are always instructed to stay alert and follow strict protocols. Their daily routine often depends on when they arrive and what the job demands. Most workers follow a 12 hours on, 12 hours off schedule, and since they stay on the rig for more than 2 weeks at a time, companies take full responsibility for their physical and mental well-being. Now, working 12 hours straight might seem inhumane, but it's important to remember, the rest and sleep time is still counted as part of their overall work schedule. Everything on the rig runs on a tight system. Each crew member follows their shift to the minute, making sure not a single second is wasted. For those on the night shift, the workday begins at 11:30 p.m. That's when they gear up with tools and equipment, have a light midnight meal, and receive briefings for the tasks ahead. The first break comes around 2:00 a.m., followed by another at 4:00 a.m. Breakfast is usually served at 6:00 a.m. By 8:00 a.m., they get some personal time, maybe to check messages or just relax for a bit. Then, more short breaks follow at 10:00 a.m. and noon, with another meal at 2:00 p.m. The full shift finally ends at around 3:30 p.m. Afterward, workers use the remaining time to prepare for the next day, share updates with incoming crews, grab a light dinner, and connect with family. Some even take online courses, as not just anyone can work on an oil rig. The machines here are specialized, very different from those used in other industries. Training and technical knowledge are essential. By now, you probably realize how dangerous this work really is. But here's the upside. The pay is impressive. Highly skilled roles like drilling engineers can earn over $200,000 a year. Even entry-level workers make between $40,000 and $60,000 annually. Beyond salaries, many companies provide full insurance, housing for families, and other benefits. Despite the hardship, workers get to operate advanced equipment and travel to oil rigs in different parts of the world. After 2 or 3 weeks of intense work, they're rewarded with the same amount of time off to spend with family and recharge. So yes, it's a demanding lifestyle. But for those who crave adventure and don't shy away from risk, working on an oil rig can be a dream job. The risk is real, but so is the reward.
Yeah!